Milos, given where you were just a couple of months ago, how does it feel to be here in New York and be competing at a U.S. Open?
It's great. Coming back, obviously the initial goal for me was Wimbledon, then obviously to Toronto, and this was kind of the third part of it that I really wanted to kind of push, train hard for, and get myself ready. So to be here, to have a chance is an incredible feeling. I've done everything I can, and it's going to be a fun test to see where I'm at, and I'm up for the challenge.
Well, that's my next question, because you've played 7 matches since your return. Given how you have played, has it changed your expectations at all here at the U.S. Open?
It kind of leaves things open. I've been very good at being able to produce a level. For me, the issue so far has been, one match after the other. So having a tough match in the first one, I think, is kind of in some way probably a good thing, because it allows my body to go into it fresh. It allows me to be sharp right away from the beginning, not carrying anything from previous matches. It's been a couple weeks now since I last competed, so I've had time to get my physical aspects right, and I'm ready to compete. I'm ready to fight and see where it goes.
Well, you brought up that first opponent, so Stefanos Tsitsipas, who you've had success. You're 2-0 in your career. I don't know how much you can use that for this match, given that a lot has happened in your life, but what will it take for you to be successful beating one of the best players in the world?
Yeah, I think for me it's kind of always the same things. I really have to do my things well to start. I have to serve well. I have to be aggressive from the get-go. I have to be the one that dictates. And if I can kind of play on those terms, I'll have my chances. And then, a lot of things need to play out throughout a tennis match, and then you see where it goes.
We've talked about it before that kind of surprisingly, this is the one major you've never reached the quarterfinal. Here's the positive. You have less mileage on you than you normally would in a season. So does that give you maybe a little more confidence that if you are playing well, you can go on a long run here?
I know if I'm playing well, I can do the things. I don't know if I've taken in the whole grand picture of things, why things haven't worked out, but obviously the challenge right away from the start is hard. I'm going to have to be ready. If I can, produce a level that can kind of provide me some success at that stage, and then I can keep it going, I think I'll have my possibilities. And then it's a question of how things play out across a week plus time to see where I can take it, and if I can be consistent enough to be able to have a good 2 weeks.
I'm hearing a lot about other players talk about the balls here, about how the conditions have changed. Have you noticed over your career that the U.S. Open plays a little bit differently, and if so, how?
I think it's been hard for me because my reference point has been so far removed. If you asked me what the U.S. Open was like, mind you, in the first no fans COVID year of 2020, that's 3 years ago. So do I really remember what the conditions were like? I always remember here it played a little bit quick. It could get bouncy, especially when it was quite hot. I know a few of the players that I've even practiced have mentioned how the balls have been getting a little bit bigger and a little fluffier, so it's kind of, they've been feeling a bit heavier this year. But it's hard for me to be able to comment just because I haven't been on tour consistently for the last couple of years to really know what that is being compared to. I think most of the players I've heard have been comparing it to Cincinnati, where they felt the balls were getting smaller and quicker.
All right. Milos, best of luck in the tournament. Thanks for this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.